Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Dave. This is Double Hook Angling. We're going to tie some jigs today and chat and have a good time. So, first off, don't forget Wichita Boat Show this weekend, next weekend. So, 13th, 14th, and 15th, I will not be live on Jigs and Coffee next Friday. We're going to be doing some lives at the boat show. So, hope to see y'all there. Let's see who all's in here real quick. We got James and Ernie. Hope you're doing well, Ernie. Hope your leg is healing up, or they're at least fixing you up. Shirley T. Norman. Yeah, hope everything goes good today with the doctor, Ernie and Chrissy. Oh, there's Chad. How you doing, brother? All right, so we what we're doing is we're filling boxes. So that's part of that was the thumbnail. I got two of them I'm filling. So these are going to be for the Wichita Boat Show. So let's tie some stuff up, chat, see what y'all are up to. We are still, all the snow is just about melted here. We still have little pockets here and there. Yesterday went to Wichita for Naomi went to see the specialist, and we noticed that the lake is starting to thaw. So I mean, it had water on top of the ice, and we only got down to 38 last night. So, in other words, nothing refroze. Hopefully, it may have, but hopefully not. And with the wind yesterday and everything, hopefully, I mean, it was before noon that we saw that there was water on the ice. So hopefully that continued to thaw yesterday, and hopefully everything will get thawed out this week. Maybe we get to go fishing one more time before the boat show. I mean, I'm really trying to catch up. I am behind about a week and a half. I had a few people order some jigs and stuff, so I wasn't able to tie anything for the show. We still have quite a bit tied up for the show, and we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff this week, or I will be doing a bunch of stuff this week, getting stuff tied up and ready to go. So I'm going to fill up these two boxes, and then I have four more boxes. I'm going to try to have those filled up. But I do have, oh, I took it back out to the shop. So I do have what I call my marabou style jig heads, which are circle hooks. They are not these double X heavy wire hooks that I use for these haired ties. So let's see if I can get this to where y'all can see it better. So these hair ties, if you look, that is a double X heavy wire jig. So that hook will not bend unless you're using 20-pound line. These are kind of the pro style that they like to use. They don't have time to retie, or they don't have time to straighten jigs. It's just faster to retie. So they'll either pull up the whole tree or they'll pop off and retie. But with that being said, the Wichita Boat Show is going to be a blast. I'll have plenty of rod holders, and if I don't have enough of those, I will make some more the following week. I have about 100 or so of those made up, or I should say, I got 60 or so made up, and then I've got another 40 that are half made, and I still got to weld the foot plates on and then bend them and clean them and stuff. But I will have a lot more unpainted rod holders than I will painted rod holders. It seems like a lot of people lately have been wanting the unpainted so they can paint them their own colors. I'm still working on getting the powder coating done. I don't know if I will have that done before this next weekend or not, but I am going to try my hardest. Hey, Oak Slope. Uh, Tina, how you doing? Seen somebody else in here. Oh, Deborah's in here. Everybody just saying good morning to everybody. So when I'm on the live, it doesn't seem like I can tie that many jigs. It's because I keep stopping and reading chat instead of tying jigs. So, but I have been doing quite a bit, but also, I'm still trying to fill people's orders as well and not making them wait until after the boat show just so I can tie for the boat show. So I mean, I'm not saying I had a bunch of orders because I don't have a website. I tried the whole website thing and it's so complicated. I'm just dumb. So I'm ignorant to the fact of how to do a website. I'll get it figured out sooner or later. I really need to, but I may just have to hire somebody or something. I'm good. I've been having a little bit of like, I've been doing so much. I've just been weak. I haven't been back to the gym for a few weeks, that kind of thing. I just kind of sometimes feel short of breath and stuff. So hopefully I'm not having any heart problems. But it's not about me right now. It's about my wife. So she went to the specialist yesterday. She has a tumor in her thigh, and the doctor, the specialist that she seen yesterday, says that needs to come out. So on the 17th, a couple days after the boat show, so in about 10 days, she will have that. They're going to cut it out. They're not going to do a biopsy or anything like that. They're just going to take it out. And then they'll send it for biopsy. So, prayers for her if y'all would. Right on, James. Look forward to seeing you there. So, yeah. So they're like, we want that out now. So they're gonna cut that tumor out of her thigh, send it off to radiology or whatever they call it, or send it off to wherever they do the. I guess it wouldn't be radiology. It would be. Oh, I can't think of the name. There's too many doctor names. Anyways, they're gonna send it off. Oh, pathology. That's right, pathology. They're gonna send it off to that, get it checked out, make sure that it's good, and hopefully it's benign and no big deal. But yeah, so there's been a lot going on. I mean, I haven't been able to just tie jigs and stuff, so I'm more worried about my wife than I am anything else. So we'll get her taken care of first, and we'll be at the boat show with what we've got. We'll have plenty of stuff, there. So, whoops, I did not like how that turned out. We'll have plenty of stuff there. Hey, pre-retirement days. So, but yeah, Naomi's going to have her surgery on Tuesday, the 17th. That's the day before her birthday, and she'll be 50 this year. The big 50, and she's going to be all lamed up. Heck of a birthday present, ain't it? But yeah, so we'll have shirts, we'll have hats, we'll have rod holders, we'll have jigs, mostly 1/16 hair jigs like this. We will have some 1/8. We will have some micro midges, micro midge jigs. I call them wire butt jigs. So we'll be tying at the show as well. We will do a live from the show on Friday, a live on Saturday, and a live on Sunday. So I'll be live all 3 days. get some airtime. Hopefully my phone signal is good in Century 2. Because I did not order internet for my booth. I probably should have, but I think it's like $50 for the internet. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully the internet's good because I'll need it for payments for the credit card machine. But it's going to be 60 today and 57 tomorrow, so hopefully them lakes melt. I'm going to take a couple hours out of my time to take Gregory fishing. I mean, you got to take care of the family too. You can't just work all the time. But like I said, yesterday I worked in the shop enough that I kind of felt a little short of breath in the afternoon. I didn't even say nothing to Naomi. Just came in and relaxed after dinner. Bill Sams? Right on. So Bill says that they catch big bluegill at the heated dock on wax worms using 2-pound line. That'd be fun. I haven't been up there for a couple years. Hey Rod, how you doing? So it's pretty short notice, but I got a couple tickets left, and to the Wichita Boat Show. So if anybody's still needing some, or if I forgot somebody, message me, and I will get some out to you. If you're going to be in the Wichita area next weekend. I'm going over this afternoon to Wichita. I'm taking my boat over there because I sold it. So the Jolly Roger will be in somebody else's hands this afternoon at 2:30. So I sold it to a guy that I think is going to do it real good. He's going to actually upgrade the hey Mark, hey Johnny. He's going to outfit it with forward-facing sonar and put on a real fancy trolling motor, the Travola or Travala, whatever it is. He's going to put that on there, and he's going to make a catfishing boat out of it. So I've taken him out on the lake once, and he really loved the way that it performed and stuff. Of course, my back hurt for another 4 days after that trip because we went out and it was 20-mile-an-hour plus winds, and we was riding 3-foot waves on Cheney because Cheney's so shallow. The waves when it gets windy, the waves get big. You know, the more shallow the lake is, the bigger the waves get. So but like I said, if y'all can remember Naomi next Tuesday for surgery on that tumor on her leg, I would greatly appreciate that. That's why I said comes at a bad time of year for me, but we got to get this taken care of. And like I said, it's all about my wife right now. I will make do with what we got. God is good, and He will take care of her, and we'll work through this. I mean, it's His will that this stuff is going on, so we go through trials and tribulations all the time in our own with you know, you wonder, well, Canopolis is deep, but it shallows up for a ways. I mean, it's not like just sharp cliffs. But Cheney, I mean, 20-mile-an-hour waves will get you 2 foot waves at Canopolis, but at Cheney it'll get you 3 foot. But yeah, it wasn't a fun trip. I was kind of scared. Hey, Fatoshi, Fatoshi. I don't know how to say that. But welcome in. Naomi, can you turn that down a notch? I think my mic's picking it up. There you go. Thank you. And this Tuesday, before the Wichita Boat Show, so I don't have to yell at Naomi at the Wichita Boat Show, this Tuesday she's getting her hearing aid. So there goes $2,250 right there. I'm gonna tell you, I wish the insurance would pay for them things, because that's gonna be wow. You're just gonna stick it on the credit card and pay it off as we go. Hey, Randall, how you doing? Kansas Chad, welcome in. But yeah, at 2:30 today, the Jolly Roger will be sold. The guy's got cash, and he asked, since it works until uh, 2 o'clock, if I would drag it over to him. I said sure. But we've been in contact with each other for about a month now, back and forth, questions on questions on questions. Took him out. He really likes the boat, so he's got an appointment tomorrow to have it wired up. So I hope everything goes good. We can use that money to pay off some of our debt that we've incurred with medical, with the hearing aid, with just trying to live. Had to buy stuff for the boat show, so I had to buy a grid rack, which like you can hang hooks on to put my packages of jigs on. Got that off of Amazon. It was pretty cheap. I got 2 racks that are 2 foot wide and 5.5 foot tall, and kind of a little fancy. They got wheels on them, so we can move it around if we need to. Things like that. They're supposed to be here this next Tuesday, and then of course had to buy hooks for them. But I think it looks better than pegboard. Plus, I'll be able to see through it and see anybody trying to cup anything. You at those kind of shows, you have people that will try stealing stuff from you, so you got to be pretty vigilant about watching them. It's a shame we can't just cut people's fingers off for stealing. Yeah, people will steal anything these days. People just feel so entitled anymore. That's the biggest problem. Most of these people live in their parents' basement still. Well, I did not like the way that one laid. But yeah, I'll be tying jigs at the Wichita Boat Show. Everybody will be able to come and hang out at my booth. That'll be booth 104. We'll have a good time. Get to meet people. I'm going to be doing some giveaways there. Um, be doing some giveaways for fishing poles for some kids, and that'll be kids only. And then I'll have like little tackle bag type, a little sack with some tackle in it. I got plenty of plastics that people have sent me over the last few years that I just don't use, and so I'm going to pass it on to the youngins. And we'll give away some jigs. We'll give away a few fishing poles. Might even give away a rod holder or two. I just haven't decided on that yet. That kind of stuff. Avid. How you doing? So this is what we're working on. Some of these, what I'm trying to do, just for those that come in a little late, I'm filling boxes. Those are for the show. So rubber band keeps. That O-ring is like 15 years old. I have not had to replace it yet, but it keeps starting to slip now, so it might be coming soon. I need to see if I can find I got a couple more of them that came with it when I bought this vise. I did break one, a couple years after I had the vise because I was trying to over tighten stuff. One of those boxes will be $100. That's how much those boxes will be. There'll be five dozen jigs in there. And they are 1/16 with this double X heavy wire hook. It's a mustad hook. Most of the stuff I've been tying lately has been 1/16 because that seems like 90% of the people, that's what they want. I have a few guys that don't do nothing but 1/8, but I just been doing those when they ask for them. Yeah, I'm getting kind of antsy myself, James. That boat, getting ready for the boat show. I mean, I'm ready for it to be here, but also I wished it was another couple weeks away because then I could get more done. But it's all right. Hopefully, I'll do good and we'll make some money at it. If we do make pretty good money at it, I'm going to try do a couple more shows. Of course, those I will probably have to, those I'll have to get a motel room and stuff like that, or hotel room. So, you know, the expense goes up. This is kind of my test. I've not done a big show yet. Um, we were thinking about going to CatCon this last year, or well, the month that just passed, or whatever, or now, whenever it was supposed to be, but with it getting canceled and stuff, I guess it was last month. Yep, gonna be some long days. Like I said, I'll be tying there, so I'll get plenty tied up while I'm there too. But I'll also have to stop and take care of people buying stuff, run, you know, transactions and things. I don't have the system set up in my phone proper enough to where I could like just click on items. I'm going to have to add it all up and just do my best. But hopefully I sell out of all the rod holders, because then that will at least cover Naomi's hearing aid. But also the other guy that sells rod holders that we all know, um, he'll be there as well. So, you know, will there be a little bit of competition? But that's okay. That's what this is all about, you know. Like I said before, I don't drive a big fancy truck. I mean, I drive a big fancy truck, but it's 14 years old. I don't drive a new truck, so I don't have, you know, those kind of bills to pay. I don't have a lot of overhead. I do this all myself, and I'm just looking forward to being able to visit with people and stuff like that. And if God deems that I sell a bunch of stuff, then, you know, that's what happens. If not, then I guess I'll bring a bunch of stuff back home and have stock for another time. I need to increase my presence on social media as well, and I just don't do it because I figure my time is probably more better spent trying to, you know, get stuff done. But then, you know, you can't sell nothing if you're really not on social media. But I'm not real good at social media, so I mean, hence the live once a week. Now, we did put out a blooper reel for 2025 the other day, you know, kind of a look back on stuff. So if you haven't seen that, go watch that. You'll get to see me flip backwards out of my wheelchair at the end of the video. I was being smart alecky and said, hey, I can even pick my nose and do a wheelie at the same time, and boom, over I went. I didn't get hurt too bad. I mean, it kind of hurt my back a little bit over the next couple days, but at the time, the adrenaline rush from flipping over was enough to keep me going for the rest of the time we were fishing. Yeah, I don't want to be rich. Yeah, I don't want to be rich, because then I wouldn't know what to do with it. I wouldn't know what to do not struggling. But I would like to have my rod holders, you know, do well, and I would like to get into a couple of stores and stuff. I'm working on that kind of stuff, so gonna be hitting up some local bait shops in my area, within a, you know, a fair distance of my area, just to see if I can get some of them in the stores. So we'll see how that works out. Bob, how much are the hats? I don't have but one or two of these ones left, but then I have the orange ones, and I'm gonna be they'll be $20. I'm not gonna overprice them. I mean, I'm hardly making any money at that point. So LG Bass, yeah. Bob, I'm gonna mail you a couple tickets today. I forgot to get your that popped. I forgot to get everybody's. I got two or three people I forgot about that are going out today.
You mailing tickets?
Yes, I'm mailing some tickets today. It'll take a day or two for them to get to everybody. So matter of fact, while I'm thinking about it, I got here it is. I was like, where'd I put it? So here you go. These are what we're talking about, and there's the event times and stuff. If you look at the very top, they're gonna have live stingrays there, man. I got I got certain things that I can't remember, man. This whole medicine stuff with the heart attack makes you forget so much stuff. But the good thing about it is mailing them in an envelope like this, they get there in a day or two. Even if you're across the country, they get there pretty quick. I've mailed stickers like clear out to Tennessee, and they were like there in 2 days. But I guess mailing stuff first class mail versus third class mail makes a difference too. So and if I promised you tickets and you get there and for some reason you didn't get them, you know, we'll get you in the door. Even if I got to come out and meet up with you. I think everybody except for two people have gotten the tickets that they've asked for. So yeah, I'm sitting here thinking in my brain. Yeah, there's two people that didn't get theirs mailed off, and they'll be mailed off today. I was going to mail them off yesterday, and just I got so busy with my son leaving and everything because my son's on his way to Wyoming right now. So he's going to go camping in the snow up in the mountains in Wyoming. I told him he was nuts. And he told me he was taking his girlfriend. So then I said, well, she's nuts too. Admission is $10. But I will I'll mail you a ticket, Rod. It says right here, admission is $9.75. But I'll mail you a ticket. So let me get another envelope and write down Rod. You being in Rod, send me your address again too. With you being in Wichita, it won't take much to get to you. So there you go. I got you an envelope set out, so this will remind me. Oh, you got your. I did mail you tickets. That okay? So then okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I forgot. See, my brain doesn't work right anymore. I got to write all this stuff down. So you got yours. Okay. I couldn't remember if I mailed yours off or not. I was thinking that I didn't. I was thinking I forgot about you, bud. Right on, Kansas Chad. I encourage you, man. Get a channel going. Get your content. Well, or you got a channel going, but get your content up, and I'm going to try to do the same. Maybe we can do a collab. You, me, James, all go fishing together and do a collab. Okay, Rod. Okay. Like I said, man, this gray hair and all the medications they got me on. Oh, by the way, I do have a few. If you notice, you can see my logo in my shirt. I just thought about that too. No, he don't owe me for an envelope. That's all right. Naomi gets them at the dollar store. So I got this new shirt style. There's nothing on the back, and I put the logo on the front. Now I only have these in extra large and large, I think, and then kid sizes. But I don't. No, I did not make a double X, dear. I only made a few sizes because I was just testing them out to see if I liked them. But I got, I'll make another order in the very near future if I can get rid of some of these shirts this next weekend. He says, I'll have to find me some monster cookies since Naomi won't send me any anymore. That's Avid. Well, Avid, look what she's doing in there.
No, but you will get some because my sister's birthday is next month.
She's in there. She's in there making cookies right now, brother.
Next month, my sister has a birthday, and she loves my monster cookies.
Yeah, she is making cookies at the moment.
So he'll get some next month.
Thanks, James. Yeah, like I said, I got some. I think I got large and extra large. I just did I can't even remember what sizes I ordered. I did it for the kids because the kids didn't want the can you jig it on the front. They just wanted the fishy on the front. That's how I was told. So I was like, okay, I'll just have some made with the logo on the front. But while I was at it, I had a few made for myself, basically, and then I had a few pink ones made for Naomi. The pink ones are long sleeve because she wanted some long sleeves, and so that's what I did. And we got. I got the bill, so I gotta go. I mean, my buddy Steve next door makes them, and he's like, Dave, just take them. Do your thing, and you can pay me after the show if you need to, just so you can sell some. He's like, I know you're having trouble. I just had to buy $1,000 air compressor. I had to got the hearing aid. I mean, we're just things keep hitting us left and right. Well, now also Naomi's got a little Chevy that's got a 1.4 liter turbo motor in it, and the turbo is leaking oil profusely. So I was like, oh, so what's this going to cost me? And I called Chevrolet, and they want a couple grand. Luckily, I can get one through O'Reilly's for like 600 and some dollars, but I have to change it out myself. So Chevy wants that much because they change it out. But I just don't know if the car is worth it. I mean, she's had that car for 4+ years, and it's been a great little car, but now she's got 100 and some thousand miles on it.
Jimmy quits driving it.
If I could get my son to quit borrowing it and driving it, I mean, he's driven it to Oklahoma a few times and stuff like that, and then he's drove it to Wichita quite a few times. So if you see this logo, here, I'll get up close. So if you look at my logo, if you pay attention, that was drawn with a Sharpie. So you see my squiggly little lines and stuff. I drew that myself, and I did it with a Sharpie. I just sat down one day and drew out a logo for myself, and I was like, yeah, I like that. I asked Naomi, I was like, do you like that? And she's like, yeah, I like that. So went next door with it on a piece of typing paper, or painted on a piece, or drawn, or what do you want to call it, on a piece of typing paper, and said, hey, Steve, can you make this into a shirt? He was like, yeah, I can. Of course, the text was, done on their computer. And then, of course, the jigs I drew too. But then I went and I drew the fishing pole. So the fishing pole is drawn by me as well. But they took and cleaned up this to make it, more straight. So yeah, you got to spend money and make money. Yeah. The problem is I don't really make any money because I sell my stuff for too cheap. It's like my jigs are $3 or 3-pack for $5, and I see guys out there selling 3 jigs for $8. Of course, I can't. I feel bad for charging people that much because I think I'm ripping them off. It's just like my rod holders. The other company sells theirs for $30, $28 or $29 or something like that, and I sell mine for $25. So I'm thinking about going up a little bit. Right on. Chad, that'd be a good idea since your name is Kansas Chad. You can put the state outline and then come up with some kind of thing in the middle. Yep, all my stuff is made in the USA. So my t-shirts are literally made right next door to my house at my buddy's business, Factory 233. His website's myteamgear.com. And you guys will see me from time to time. I'll wear a Factory 233 shirt. Actually, even my jacket. So like the jacket that I wear. So, I mean, it's a really nice jacket. So
Gregory got one too.
Makes me look somewhat respectable. But on the back of that is My Team Gear. So that's his address. It's a Factory 233 company. So, but it's a great little windbreaker jacket. I appreciate that, James. Yeah, Avid, you said something a couple weeks ago. Like I said, just send me a message. You know how to get a hold of me. You even got my phone number and stuff. So I'm still trying to get ready for the show. So if you could give me another week, I'll get you hooked up after that for sure. I poured 200 jigs this morning. I didn't get them cleaned and filed, but I got them poured. So I'll get them done this afternoon sometime. I've been literally doing 10 to 12 hour days, and some days longer than that. Now I am resting in there in between and stuff because, you know, I'm in a wheelchair, so my back hurts. I don't drink alcohol anymore. Haven't for quite a while now. I don't smoke anymore, so you know, the green stuff. So now my brain is focused and I'm in a lot of pain. Like right now, my back hurts. I mean, like my back hurts. But that was also because the other day I spent about 4 hours bent over TIG welding, doing doing the rod holders up. So, because I TIG weld mine now, I'm not I MIG weld the insides, but I'm TIG welding the outside. Is there a glue that you use that doesn't affect the material? Nope, I don't use a glue. What I do is I wrap mine real tight. I'll wrap all the way down and all the way back, and then I cross hatch it, and see, it don't spin. So, and then when I put these on, I'm pulling to almost where the thread crackles. You can almost hear it starting to do that. I've never had any material pull out or anything like that. I sell my jigs to some pros that use them. We've caught 100+ fish off of one jig. You know, I see the point of glue. I do have glue. I just don't use glue. And if I do use glue, I will use a Loctite brand super glue. And but I don't have problems with my jigs pulling out. I mean, I know a lot of people do it for, you know, posterity reasons, I guess, or just to make sure that everything is going to hold together. But I don't see the need in it. It's also like I don't put eyes on my jigs neither. A lot of guys, they put fancy eyes on their jigs, and I just don't see the need for it.
Oh, no, you got one thing.
Oh, Gregory's home. Oh, I didn't even pay. I heard Matt walk in, but I didn't hear Gregory. So if y'all don't know, my son Gregory's the other half of Double Hook. I know I say this every week. Just bear with me. He's nonverbal, selectively. He has autism, and he's a great kid. And he comes home every Friday from the thrift store, and what do we get? We get to see what he got from the thrift store. So what time is it? It's what do you have, Gregory, or what do you got, Gregory? That's what we call it. I've been telling all my fishing buddies of mine about your channel. I appreciate that, James. That's how we grow. So, Gregory, I'm going to wrap this chenille on this jig real quick, and you can get ready and come over and show him what you got. He's chasing dogs right now. He appeasing them because they want to. Let's see your finds, buddy. They want to see you, Gregory. Get over here. What are you doing? Playing with the dogs. Come and show them what you got. I'll get out of the way just 1 second. Hold on. I know. Now you got over here and Dad's not ready for you yet, is he? Or there's Catfish Dog Tim with a bunch of eyeballs. All right. Get in there and show them what you got. What you got, Gregory? What'd you get? Got Remington. You got to go over that way so they can see all of it. Now go that way. So a couple wolves. That's a good blanket. Rosie, would you... I'm being attacked by the Doberman. doing? What are you doing, Rosie? Huh? Oh, Rosie, I love you too. Ain't nothing like an 80-pound dog trying to climb up on you. Here, get Gregory. Come here, Rosie. Come here. Here, come here. Come here. Tell them all. Oh, you ain't got a hold on her like that, Gregory. Oh, see, she's a big girl. She's as gentle as can be. She loves to lick everybody. But I tell you what, come in my house when there ain't nobody in here, and you're not going to like it. You come in my house when we are here, especially if Mama's sitting in her chair, you won't get but about a foot inside the door, and then you get put against the door. She'll start doing that. She'll start growling and barking. I got wet slobbers on my neck now. David Wiggins said, "That's an awesome blanket, Gregory." Well, I appreciate you, Dave. Appreciate you coming in, too. Now we'll see how many drop out that Greg's done, because I'm still going to tie jigs for a little bit. We still got about 10 more minutes. I mean, we're just tying the same color jig because I'm trying to fill these boxes. So I got to do a dozen of each color, and 6 for each box. And we've been BSing on here, so we talk, a little bit. But yeah, at church the other night, if y'all don't know, me and Naomi go, and the boys all go to church. We go on 3 times a week, and we really enjoy it. We've got to meet a lot of new people. We started going to a new church here just recently, and that church is very supportive of me and my family. They are really understanding with the boys and how they are. So, but yeah, we getting back into church and getting back into the church family and all that. I was away for so long. I just, had personal convictions in my life that I needed to address and take care of, and I wasn't doing very well with it. So I decided that, maybe we just needed to go back to church and just, do that kind of thing. So I quit drinking last summer, actually around my birthday time, around July. Actually, I think it was before then, but I can't remember when exactly. I just know, I just quit drinking. So then I quit smoking as well, because the smoking made my heart, drop rate too much. And since I had that widowmaker heart attack and died, I thought, well, I better just do what they tell me to do. And now, granted, my pain is quite a bit, so I do miss it sometimes, but it's all good.
No, it might be in here.
The boys really enjoy going to church, so that's been a plus. But if you guys haven't checked out the actual channel and just watched the lives, go check out. We got a video that we just put out the other day on double hook angling, what you're watching now. We put out an edited video the other day. Rex is had a little free time, so he's like, well, I can produce you out a video. And I'm the one that kind of slowed him, because he was working so much. I will edit my own videos, which the one that I did, the 2 videos back, I edited that myself. And I think I do okay, but I think Rex does better. Rex puts the little cartoons and stuff in it and all that. So, and he's a buddy of mine, and we've worked out a deal to where he does my editing and stuff like that. So we're going to get back into doing more edited videos as time goes on. I'm going to try to do one every couple weeks at least. I know that's probably not enough. Probably should do one a week, but we're going to do one every couple weeks, and we'll see how it all goes. Sometimes it's getting the content. Yeah, and at the end of that video, James, I flipped over backwards in my wheelchair. So if y'all haven't watched it and you want to see me do a backflip, go check it out. It's a good thing that I have some use of my legs, or it would be very difficult to get back in my chair.
Quick.
I can kind of stand when I need to, but I can't stand freely. You know, I have to hold on to stuff, but I can't walk. So that's the reason for the chair. I broke my back 16 years ago, 17 years, 15, 16 years ago. I don't even remember how long it's been. Hey, Terry B. But I broke my back a long time ago, and I didn't have any movement for the longest time. And then I started to slowly gain some back, and I do try to do exercises when I'm sitting in my big chair in the living room. I try to straighten my legs and try to pull my legs back, that kind of thing. I am not very good at it, but I can manage. The biggest problem is when I do try to stand, it really hurts my hips and my knees because I have to lock my knees in, and so my knees are kind of bending backwards to a point. But it kills my hips. But wheelchair is easy. I can get around pretty good. I got some big old arms. So, got a big chest. Easy to push. Especially when you keep the hair out of the wheel bearings. If you don't know, in wheelchair life, sometimes you just get a bunch of hair in your wheel bearings. Especially when you have a wife that has long hair and then you have long hair. So,
What is that?
I can always tell whose hair it is. Hers is that auburn color, and mine's gray. I mean, it's got a little bit of color to it, but it's mostly gray. And it just keeps getting longer. Eventually, I'll just wear a ponytail all the time. I volunteer at the Disabled American Veterans Wheelchair Olympics. The basketball was awesome. Yeah, I used to do, I used to hand cycle. So if y'all don't know, that's a bicycle that you pedal with your hands. I had a laid down bike, and I did a 25-mile race in 2 hours, just a little bit over 2 hours. And I would go and train and do 15 to 20 miles when I trained. Most of the time, I would just ride about 10, maybe 15 miles. But there's days where I would push it and do 15 to 20. I kind of miss that, but also did wheelchair hockey. So we would play hockey with a hockey puck or a tennis ball. The hockey puck was like a soft rubber type thing, but mostly it was a tennis ball that we used, and hockey sticks, and we'd chase each other around and try to make goals. That was pretty fun too. We'd bang into each other and stuff. We didn't use our own wheelchairs. We used rugby wheelchairs. That way nobody got hurt. So, man, that did not lay the way I liked it. That clump of fur right there.
Gregory,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you $1.25. That's for the $1.25 and a 25 cents for you.
But when I was a kid, I used to run track and used to bicycle, and I would like ride my bike from Haven, Kansas, is where I went to high school at. I'd ride my bike from Haven to Cheney Lake and go fishing. So that was about 12 to 15 miles, sometimes 18 miles, depending on what part of the lake you went to. Of course, on a 10, at that time I had a 10 speed, and then I got an 18 speed. And the 18 speed was a mountain bike type bike. And it's actually a red-winged blackbird is what that bike was called. That was fun.
You're not leaving it out here?
It had, you know, mountain bike tires on it, so that's when mountain bikes were just really coming out. You know what? I'm talking and forgetting what I'm doing here. But that's when mountain bike tires came out, and we'd just ride, and half the time. You went to Nickerson? That's where my brother lives, is in Nickerson. All right, so now we got that color done. Let's switch over to blue. This is sapphire blue. When I talk online, apparently I can only do about 12 jigs. When I'm not online, you know, talking and trying to read and focus on what I'm doing, I can do about 15 or 18. And when I do marabous, I can do like 40 in an hour. I'll put that blue up.
Gregory, I got a job for you.
Well, thank you, Shirley. I appreciate that. You have a blessed and wonderful day.
Unless you don't want it.
We'll stay up for just a little bit longer. We ain't got much going on right now. I gotta go run down to the bank real quick and do some other errands. And then I will be back here tying. And if Mom lets me, I might do another live later on. I need to start doing more lives that just pop up at random times, get different people in here, you know, build my social media. It's 45 degrees already. It's gonna be almost 60 today.
Yeah.
We need to go paint some more rod holders. So like I said earlier, I'll have rod holders at the show. Now they'll probably just be painted. Here's my whole thing about, I'm really trying to get them powder coated, but my whole philosophy on the powder coated versus painted, what are you going to do with these rod holders? You're going to throw them in the back of your truck. You're going to bang them up. They're going to get chipped if they're powder coated. They're going to get chipped if they're painted. I'm almost to the point where they really don't even need to be powder coated. The painted is better because then you can sand them, you know, scuff them up and reshoot them later.
Yep. But some people...
Put one of them sapphire blues in my hat. They are pretty. So if y'all didn't know, these are kind of my standard colors. So I do 12 standard jigs. Now, the best jig of all is the Gray Ghost. The Gray Ghost works everywhere, anytime, because what color are baby shad? What color are minnows? They're gray. So the Gray Ghost is the top jig of mine. That is my best seller. The second best seller is my classic OG, which is the Sour Truce tail, the black body, and the pink head. But the Ghost Gray is like my number one jig. That's the one that everybody seems to want. But that's also the only one I've been using lately. I haven't been using any other colors lately, except for the OG. I don't know. I mean, I just keep catching fish on that Gray Ghost. So it works so well. Let me get my tie box. Ugh, box is getting heavy. That ain't it.
1.5 teaspoon baking powder.
So this is the Gray Ghost. Right there. That one does the best. I mean, like, that's hands down. That catches more fish for me. But there again, I seem to, that's the one I seem to go to all the time. Now, I've had one of those tied on my pole for the last 4 fishing trips, and I keep using that one jig. So people are like, oh, I have one guy who's like, your jigs are expensive. Get my phone real quick.
You don't need it.
Don't just decline it. I'm expecting a phone call. I am expecting. Listen to me. Stop, please. I'm expecting a phone call that is going to say scam only.
Okay.
And that looked like the phone number.
Sorry.
I hate when you answer my phone. All right, guys. Didn't mean to yell at my wife, but I hate when she answers my phone. I said bring it to me. She probably didn't even hear me say bring it to me. I was just going to send them to voicemail so they can answer it, but you hung it up, which I don't know if that'll send them to voicemail or not. The problem is you get so many scam calls that sometimes the legit calls are showing up now as scam. If they're like from a major corporation or business or whatever. Yeah, it's because that jig does work great. So there, we're live, so you saw some live action. Ernest, I'm reporting my DHA rod holder. What? I am, repainting my DHA rod holder right now. Well, right on. So what I do when I paint these, okay, so what I do is I hold it like this, and I paint the underside first, and then kind of like, and then paint the other side of the plate, and then kind of turn it as I go, and then kind of get like that while I'm holding the bottom, and then I stick it in a little stand, and then I'll paint the rest of it. Now, I'm not too worried about getting much paint on these. As you can see, it kind of fades down, but that's how I paint mine. So, but I do it kind of lightly, and then while it's in the stand, I go back and hit it again with a second coat. But that's what I'm saying, though, is it worth powder coating them? Now, powder coat holds up a little bit better, but I do use Rust-Oleum paint. So the Rust-Oleum paint, to me, it holds up really well. Like mine in my truck, I've had in my truck, well, I should say Gregory's. Gregory uses his way more often than I use mine because I like to hold my poles. Now, Gregory, he uses his, and his got scratches on it. He throws his in the bed of the truck. He throws his under the seat of the truck. He throws his on the ground, all that. So it's got some scratches on it. But you know what? Even the raw steel ones, if you don't paint them, they just rust a little bit. And you can Scotch Brite them and clean that rust up a little bit. And they get, they get aged. So.
No.
But I will have a bunch of them that are not painted at the show, and they will be cheaper because they're not painted. But if I can get them powder coated, I'll have some there powder coated. I did get me I've been working on trying to how to build a booth. So I thought, well, I'll just build one out of plywood. Then I got to thinking, well, that's going to take up so much room in my shop, and it's going to be so heavy I won't be able to move it. I have to put it on wheels, blah, 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 blah. If I could walk, it'd be a different story because then I could pick it up and manhandle it somewhere else. But what I did was I went to Sam's and I got this tote. So, just a storage tote that's like 4 foot long and 2 foot wide. So I'm just going to stand it on its end. I'm going to cut the bottom out and put a box fan in there with the air filter on it to suck the dust away from me so I'm not breathing all that. And that's what I'm going to use for my powder coating booth because then I can move it. Yeah, and I appreciate that, Ernest. You do. I need some. What I need to do is I need to have some of you guys send me more pictures in Messenger and stuff using the rod holders, so I can use them as advertisement. And if you do that, then I'll, from time to time, I'll send you a little something. I'm not trying to bribe you or nothing. Or we'll have some kind of, we'll do something, whether it's, a few jigs or, I mean, because even you catfishing guys, y'all need to catch bait. And, Danny Stone, he's got that 88.6 pound blue cat on one of my rod holders. I haven't seen anybody use it at the ocean yet. Now, I don't know how well it hold in that soft of sand like they have at the ocean, because mine only have 10-inch spikes. But the other thing is some guy asked me, he's like, I can't get it in the ground, and he was trying to hit it with a hammer. Mine have these chiseled teeth on it. So when you stick it in the ground, wiggle it side to side. So like side to side as you push down. I'm in a wheelchair, and that's what I do. I don't use a hammer, and I can get mine into Pratt Lake, which is nothing but Class C rock, like 3/4 inch, 1-inch rock. So, and I get them in the ground just fine. Gregory gets his in the ground just fine. But it's that whole side to side wiggling. So if anybody's having any trouble getting theirs in the ground, try wiggling it side to side. It does make a huge difference. And I usually explain that to people when they get one too. So my mother-in-law is coming over today. That's why Naomi's making them cookies. So them cookies that Naomi's making they're the peanut butter ones? Are those the peanut butter cookies? What are they?
I got peanut butter cookies for my mom, but these are the healthy chocolate chip.
Oh, those are the chocolate chip ones. So she makes these healthy cookies that I can eat.
Almond flour ones.
So they're made with almond flour. Like the peanut butter ones are just peanut butter, eggs, and almond flour. That's
peanut butter, egg.
And baking soda or baking powder.
No.
Baking powder.
Peanut butter, eggs, and butter. That's it.
Oh, peanut butter, eggs, and butter. That's it. And just sometimes you'll put nuts in them. So those we got stevia in it too, don't you? Yeah, she'll put some stevia in it.
Peanut butter, egg, sugar. That's it.
So, and then the chocolate chip ones are.
It's made just like regular chocolate chips, but it has almond.
Yeah, instead of using flour, she uses almond flour, and then instead of sugar, she uses.
And sugar-free chips.
Stevia, and then she uses the sugar-free chocolate chips.
They're yours.
You're not going home, Ernie. They're gonna keep you held captive some more, huh? Well, prayers for you, Ernie. Hopefully they're keeping you for a good reason. Not just wanting money. Well, I just seen an ad for the Wichita Boat Show on TV. That's the first time I seen it.
I didn't see it with you. I saw it by myself. So it's been on TV twice.
She's watching the local channel, so. He said he rolled his leg. It's red, swollen, and painful. Ernie did. I was kind of wondering what you did. I didn't quite catch the whole story. I was trying to pay attention, but. Ernie says hi, Naomi.
Hello. And I make
Yeah, deer season's over here too. Ernie was watching the deer come in and things like that. So my son, he's the one that got all of our deer for us this year.
And the dog got all the birds.
So he went and did all the hunting and stuff and did all the putting everything out. And do I ever finish the Nisquaw? Yeah, I do. I got a couple spots on the river out by Kingman Lake that I fish, and then when I go fishing in our local park down here in Kingman, that's the Nisquaw, the South Fork. We fish it quite a bit during the summer. There's a lot of flatheads and stuff like here. Actually, in this next at the end of this month, we will start fishing the Nisquaw down here in the park because the walleye and stuff will come up and set up against the little mill race dam we have down there. Sounds like Naomi is beating up those cookies. No, that's the dogs running back and forth and Gregory. But yeah, she's beating cookies too. She's in
when
there.
I'm done with the cookies, you're gonna have cottage cheese and almond flour bread. I'm making almond flour cottage cheese bread, healthy bread for David.
Yeah. And for those that weren't in here at the beginning of the show, remember Naomi in your prayers. On Tuesday the 17th, she's having surgery to have a tumor removed out of her thigh.
On my right side.
On her right thigh. That tumor is about that big.
It's like the grapefruit.
It's the size. Well, it's not fat like a grapefruit, but it's long. So it's about the size of a small Gatorade bottle.
Okay.
It's a big tumor. And she only weighs 108 pounds, 105 pounds. I mean, it fluctuates from day to day. So,
David, I got a job for you. Take it to Steve.
okay.
They're hot.
Okay.
Or you want me to take them?
No, I will. I'm going to end it here real quick. Well, the bank and stuff is open for sure, and we've been up for an hour and almost 20 minutes. So, you'd like to see that bread? That bread, I don't know how to describe it. It's got more consistency to it, so it's a little bit heavier. Yeah, she's not even 5 foot tall. She's 4'11" and a half. She's 5 foot tall when she wears shoes. Naomi's looking up a picture of that bread. Need to start taking pictures of it and gotta get in closer. So this is the bread that she's talking about.
Fluffy keto cottage cheese bread.
It's called Fluffy Keto Cottage Cheese Bread. So you can look up that and make some if you want. I really like it. I don't eat a lot of it because it's still got, it's still not just meat. But I have started to eat more keto than carnivore. Just got bored with just eating straight meat. So as soon as I'm done with this jig, I think we'll call it, and I'll go run my errands and stuff.
I'll get my shoes on and take them over to him.
I said I'll do it in just a second, dear. She can't hear nothing I'm saying. It'd be nice when she gets her hearing aid.
I can hear you now. The dog's outside.
Got property out by Belle Plaine. Right on. Yeah, I just go down here to the park 2 blocks away from the house, and we hit that up. Our little pond here in Kingman, if y'all don't know, it's a little 2-acre pond, and there's some flatheads in there that are about 25 pounds. Somebody's thrown them in there to control the crappie and stuff. The crappie are so overwhelmed and overpopulated that they're 5 and 6 inches long for the most part. But you catch you a couple dozen of those and make some good eaters. So, all right, there's another one. That sapphire blue is a pretty blue. That tinsel was a little long. So, all right, well, I think this is where we're going to end it, guys. I do appreciate each and every one of you. You know, we put God first in our family. I ask for you to at least check it out. Go, you know, read the Bible a little bit. And if you don't want to do that, throw some podcast on and listen to some stuff about it. I encourage you to just, you know, give it a shot. It has made our lives a lot better. At least helps us cope with things. So, you know, but I do love each and every one of you. I hope to see all of you at the Wichita Boat Show. Have a safe and wonderful week. Be blessed. And if I get a chance, I'll just pop up again sometime later today or maybe tomorrow or the next day. So y'all have a great time, and go tie something, go do something, go be something. Don't sit on your butt. You know, don't let disabilities hold you back. Sit there and vegetate watching TV. You'll just waste away. So y'all be blessed. Take care.